This is Charlie Parsons for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN. Gareth A, Davies, Santa Monica Pier. This is a bit better than a Zoom call on a Monday.
Davies, powered by Santa Monica Pier and Los Angeles vibe, brother.
Let's go.
Man like Parsons.
Let's go, Gad. What's happening? You good?
I'm good, yeah. Bumping into loads of people I haven't seen for ages. What an atmosphere outside in Los Angeles. The summer heat, massive card, paradigm shift. Respect Turkey Al Sheikh, His Excellency, getting this event on. Amazing to be involved, amazing to be here. Staying in Beverly Hills. I love LA, been here many times. It's going to be a massive card on Saturday. Starts at 1 PM outdoors. It's going to be really hot.
Well, Gareth,
bring a spare t-shirt.
Bring a spare t-shirt, indeed. Gareth, let's go straight into it. Terence Crawford, a star, maybe not quite the global star that he should be, but that is building, and certainly it will, being a Riyadh season ambassador with Turkey Al Sheikh. A real opportunity, moving up to 154. A tough test in Israel-Madrimov. Thoughts?
Who has Israel-Madrimov really fought? Yes, he's fought some great fighters, but not of the level of Terence Crawford. 4th weight division. I think he'll win 9 rounds to 3 or 8 rounds to 4. I really like the way Terence Crawford has been on Logan Paul's podcast, WWE. I challenged Terence a few years ago to say, he won't remember this, but he felt like a superstar at the time, but he never did the rounds. And I don't mean that as a criticism, but I love the way in his mid to late 30s, after the victory over Errol Spence, he's really embraced being a superstar. He's a superstar inside the sport, Charlie, but he's starting to become a superstar in the mainstream. And that's what the...
Go on, carry on, Shan.
I'm really glad that Terence is embracing the mainstream. He didn't want to step out inside himself in the past, but he's doing it a little bit more now. I love the little rows with Eddie Hearn.
I think that's brilliant.
Embracing selling himself a little bit more.
Eddie maybe brings that character out of him a little bit?
No, it's nothing to do with Eddie, it's about Terence. And that's not a slight on Eddie.
No, of course.
But, listen, Jared Anderson's had a go at Eddie. Everyone has a go at Eddie. Eddie's a catalyst and a conduit for promotion. But Terence has grown. And he's got to grow, because he's got to try and beat Saul Canelo Alvarez eventually, never mind this guy.
Is it realistic?
Yeah.
No, sorry. I know the fight's realistic. Is him a victory for Terence Crawford realistic? There's a man who started his career at 135 pounds.
Yeah. It's Sugar Ray Leonard against Marvin Hagler. It's a chance for him to show how great he is in boxing terms. You know, His Excellency Turkey Al Sheikh wants to make that fight happen. Crawford against Canelo, and I think it will happen next year. But we'll see on Saturday night if Crawford can step up to a 5th weight division. Simple as that, or a 6th weight division. You know, in terms of going up 2 more.
Let's talk a little bit about the undercard. We've got Jarrell Miller and Andy Ruiz working out right behind us. Andy Ruiz been inactive. There is a little bit of question about what desire does he still have. We know that financially he's made a fortune. However, we believe that the best Andy Ruiz can definitely compete. That's why he's on this card. He's against Jarrell Miller. A lot of people picking Jarrell. He's in great shape. What do you make of it?
Yeah, I mean, I understand people picking Jarrell in this fight. Andy's always had fast hands and fast feet, proved that against Anthony Joshua. Yes, he's been away for nearly 2 years. September it'll be 2 years. Let's see what he's got left. Simple as that.
What do you think he has left?
I don't know.
As of now? Okay.
I don't know.
How do you expect the fight to play out?
Exactly that. That maybe marginally, because he's been more active, Jarrell Miller.
Okay.
But Andy Ruiz is a very clever boxer who's always been small in the heavyweight division, but has always fought guys much bigger than himself, and he knows how to handle himself. Depends how much desire is left in him.
I'm going to use a Gareth A. Davies word: jeopardy. And
there's jeopardy here.
Well, I was going to say jeopardy in the Jared Anderson versus Martin Bakole fight.
I really love Martin Bakole, but I think he'll bring out the best in Jared Anderson. Yeah, I really do.
A lot of people are picking Martin Bakole on the floor.
Yeah, Jared's in the ring. I think it's Jarrell in the ring right now. Jared was just in with Sugar Hill. I just think it'll bring out the best in him. But it's a great fight. It's the fight on the card, apart from Valenzuela and Pitbull Cruz, that I'm most looking forward to.
Who do you think wins that Valenzuela Cruz one?
Heart says Pitbull, head says Valenzuela.
I'm happy to hear this, Gareth, because I've been singing the El Rayo propaganda for a while.
Yeah.
Not many people have been on it.
No, he's got height and reach advantages. He knows how to use them. It's the fight of the night. It'll be all action. It will be all action.
I was going to say, he's obviously going up to 140, but Cruz only went up to 140 last fight. There's not going to be huge size differentials. Great Mexican little tear-up.
Absolutely right.
I just spoke to Spencer Brown and Eddie Hearn together.
I saw that.
Spencer said about sort of tying up win, lose or draw of both their next fights. We expect AJ to beat Dubois. We'll talk a little bit about that.
80-20 fight.
80-20 fight. Obviously, we've got Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. To go back at it, we're seeing Tyson very vocal again on social media, which I actually think is nice. I think the whole way he's dealt with the defeat has been pretty cool. But win, lose or draw, they say they really believe that we will see Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury.
Well, it depends if Fury beats Usyk or not.
They said win, lose or draw.
We're incredibly motivated.
Depends what Tyson wants to do after that, in my view. It's tough. Sorry, jet lag. It's a tough rematch clause. It's a tough rematch.
A lot taken out of Alexander Usyk in that fight, though, as well. Yeah.
Listen, it was a close first fight. I don't care what anyone says, and it'll be a close second fight.
Gareth, I suppose we're talking about Riyadh season, and
what a beautiful
that's
view,
what I mean. Yeah, I'm just looking
around. I'll be
around.
on my paddleboard out there later.
Absolutely.
With the sharks.
I remember speaking to you quite early doors, Gareth, and I always felt like, to be honest, that they could get their brand in, they could get their Vision 2030, that they could do all their tourism and still put on events abroad. It was always a bit uncertain, then it's come to fruition. We see Riyadh season branding everywhere. We see how many people, that there's people stood there and they can't even see a glimpse of the stage. It's proven to be a success, right?
Yeah, it's growing and growing. It's not a takeover. It's a spirit of cooperation. Everything that I've experienced firsthand, as you will have, is what the Saudi Arabians are doing is only good for boxing. I haven't seen anything negative for boxing. What happens in the denouement of it, whether they go for it with every weight division, whether they're certainly inspiring a change in the sport right now, and we have to praise them for doing that and their investment in it.
You talk about cooperation. Frank Warren's here, Eddie Hearn's here, Ben Shalom's here. We saw it at the Joshua Dubois press conference. Other than maybe Frank Smith and Ben Shalom, who still don't see eye to eye, we're in a good position, right?
They will see eye to eye eventually. They'll all see eye to eye, like me and you.
Final message to the people ahead of Saturday night. Give us a little thumbnail, Gad. You know we like a thumbnail out of you.
Championship of
me get my
the world.
vape out.
Let's first welcome
It's always peace and love.
from Los Mochis,
Peace out.
Give us a peace.
Peace out.
Peace out. Man like Gad, my guy.